Okay, so what do we got? Let's see here. I made some text. It's two different colors. Then I made the background the same color as the text, so it's reversed there. I probably should have, here if I instead make the text an A4. There, now the text background color is the same as the background, effectively making it, look like you have transparency. All right, okay. Good. That, and the other thing, let's see, here we filled the screen with a bunch of blocks, so we really don't need this clear screen command any longer, I don't think. Let's see, it should be the same thing. Yeah, it still fills the screen with blocks now, so don't need to wipe out all the text because the blocks do that for us. Fabulous. Moving right along. Okay, so this, I'm going to cover something called a state machine next, which I think is one of the most overlooked things that they should teach you in, you get hello world, and then here's what a variable is, and here's state machine, way up front. So that's what I'm doing, I've seen kids making video games sometimes, and they get pretty deep into it, and they're like, hey, I would like to make a now so it has an intro screen and a credit screen and all this, and you look at their code and you're like, oh, this would have been a lot easier if you'd have set it up that way from the get-go. There's a lot of other wonderful uses for a state machine, but let's get into one real quick so you kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. So first things first, let's want to put, I won't need this because what I'm going to do is put it all in a loop now instead. So we'll say jump to main loop, okay, which we haven't made one yet, but we can just put this up here somewhere, main loop, fill screen with blocks there, and turn that into our label. Okay. All right, so now we fill the screen with blocks over and over and over and print the character over and over and over. It should not be a problem. Let's make sure we don't have some stutter or anything. No, we got no character. Why is that? Because I can't click halt. Hang on. I may have a conundrum here. Because that will halt the program, right? Okay, well, it's halting the program. It's no longer looping. Okay, so what was the point of that? Let me try another approach here. What I would like to do, if I can, let me make another loop here. Well, actually, I'm going to make another one exactly like this one. So why don't I just copy all this down here, there, and rename it. We'll call this state 1. Copy that over that. Okay, so now it's its own state, independent state. So now let's say we want to get from this state over to the other state now. Okay, so well, what I want to do is look for some keyboard input, wait for a key to be pressed, and when and if, then jump to the other state. Okay, and the way we're going to do that, move just make sure there's nothing in there for starters. Clear the keyboard, the bit where it's going to look, and then I'm going to go call an interrupt. Here's a new one, 16H, that will wait for the key to be pressed. And we want, once that is pressed, then the program will continue. And when it does, we want to do a quick comparison on Al here. Let's say that. And see if it is equal to 1, we'll say. We can cover other keystrokes later. And then if it is, jump if equal. If it is equal to 1, somebody presses 1 on the keyboard, we will jump to state 1. Yeah. I'm going to save that. And well, we won't notice any change though, unless we change some colors here. So instead of the color A, let's go with the color 3, and down here we'll also make it the background color 3, and whatever, 6. Whoops. 3 and 6. Yeah, okay. And then one more thing. Instead of A, we'll just say B. Okay. Hope this, for all this trouble, something actually occurs. Let's have a look. Okay, I got a screen with an A, and then I press 1 and it says B. Well, I didn't clear the screen properly, but I have jumped to another state. What is up with that? We have to, of course, I think I know the problem. It is first, here, before we clear the screen, we have to reset our character position, which is what, DI, I believe, right here. Let's just try that. Let's go move DI 0 and see if that is it, or if I'm just taking a shot in the dark there. Okay, it clears the whole screen. So now we have created a second state. Okay. So from there, let's see, where are we? I would like to do the same. Sorry, state 1. Do it again. Create a second state. State 2 here. State 2 there. Copy that over that. Now we have a third state, right? The other thing. Okay, so this one will be right under here. We're checking with the keyword here. Let's go for it. Let's label. Comment what we're doing here. Check for keyboard input here. Okay, great. If 1, and okay. If not, it'll continue. So we'll say if 2 here. If 2, jump down to state 2 here. TWO. Let me just save that, see what happens. Okay, we know what happens when I press 1. There's 2. It goes to the same screen, same color, but that is because it's identical. Let's change it. We'll make this screen a different color. Block color here, 5. Okay, and then this is screen C. See, great. And then what the heck? We say 5 for the background. So 5, 6 is fine, I think. Yeah. Well, 5F. So with F, that should be white. Let's see. Okay, so if I hit 2 there, see. I got my magenta screen with my white character. Okay, I can't get, no, I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? Can anybody tell me? Well, because there is no commands in this state to do anything. You know, we only have, we're only looking for that in up in the first one, to jump to one of those states, right? So we just, if we want to get back, you know, then clearly we need some keyboard input. Some jump back to main loop is where I'm going. Okay, so let me go down here to state 1. Replace this halt with keyboard, and I want to make it escape. So hang on a second here. Whoa. What are you doing to me? There. Okay, thank you. Oh, there's your ASCII stuff. You know, if I want to space, it's 32. You know, if I want a number, it starts at 48, etc. But over here, there, escape. There's a few of the things. Delete key, escape key, shift, backspace. Okay. So, but that is number 27. Okay. Let us here check for number 27. And we want to jump back to, I called it main loop. There it is. Enter, and let's see what happens. I am going, I'm in my intro screen. It says, and it should say, please press 1 to continue or something. And there, I pressed 1. Okay, now to get back to the main screen, press escape. Ta-da! Which I, again, what was the problem? I fixed it before. Here, move DI. We need to reinitialize that each time, clearly. I thought, here, I did it here, but I don't do it apparently in main. So, problem being, like I said, as soon as you, well, here I do, here, let me undo what I just did. This should be here. Yeah, instead. So right away it initializes it, you know, in the loop, because we're going to need to, I believe, let us save and have a look. I got, I am in my startup screen. I hit a 1, and then I hit an escape, and I'm back at my startup screen where I can hit a 2, but no use to me because I have no commands there. So let's check for our input. Where are we? Here's state 1. Let's just grab that one. It's pretty handy. It already tells me to jump back to main, and I will put the same thing down here. Replace the halt command with a keyboard command that says jump back to main. It's the same thing, isn't it? I don't have to change anything in there. Great. Let's save that. Okay, so from my intro screen, to play the game, press 1. Oh, well, welcome to this game, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then to get back, hit escape. Wonderful. Let's go to screen 2. There's screen 2. And to get back, hit escape. There you go. So that is a state machine. That's very useful. Like I said, you can set up, if you know you're going to make a game that's going to have parts like that, you might as well just set it up right from the get-go. That way, it's a huge time saver. But this is also useful for, you think of a game having, not just a game, but a program where, let's say you got a bunch of stuff to read in here and interactive things to do, and then you want to set it to Greek. Okay, so I can change the state So nothing on the page changes except the text, to whatever another state. You see, so you can use a state machine to modify aspects of your program as well. So extremely useful. They should teach it in every beginner's programming class, not just assembly. It's just a general principle. You can't live without. So there you go. That is a state machine.